Explained. My name is Brian White. I am an EXP Realty agent and team leader in the Dallas area. And you know what? I love EXP, and I'm excited to share just a little bit about what makes EXP awesome. Why we've been there for 3.5 years, and couldn't be more thankful and blessed to be a part of this amazing company. So we are going to dive right in and talk about what we're going to cover. So today we're going to cover who we are, who EXP is as a company. We're going to share about our compensation model. There's so much to our compensation model that makes it completely innovative. There are really 3 different ways that people earn income at EXP Realty. We're talking about 3 different lanes on a highway. You don't have to participate in all 3 of them, but if you do, then you go faster. Just like going on the highway, then you can go faster. You can get there faster, and it's a much more enjoyable ride. So we'll talk about the 3 C's of our business model, and how you can join the team that breaks down boundaries. So super exciting, and glad you're here with us. So first, leadership matters, and it all starts with a leader. Glenn Sanford is our founder, and he is a genius. He is a humble genius. Just appreciate the way he has set our company up from a culture perspective, from a leadership, collaboration. When people say the one word that really embodies EXP and what makes them what they think about when they think about EXP, that word is collaboration. So, and Glenn's the start of that. So he had a number of roles at a variety of technology and internet companies before getting started in his real estate career nearly 20 years ago. So he joined another major real estate brokerage and was there for 4 years. And in those 4 years, grew a $60 million business. $60 million business. That is big time. We have a sizable business in North Texas, and it doesn't hit 60 million. So I am honor and respect to him for building that up. But you know what? He built that up right as the crash was happening back in 2008. And you know what he saw during that time is he realized that other companies and other franchises were taking too much of the money from agents. Right, so it wasn't the agents benefiting, and it was actually the brokerage, and he wanted to change that model. He also saw that in the middle of that .com crash, the real estate crash 2008. He saw that real estate, like these franchises, these other brokerages, had so much money tied up in real estate that just didn't make sense. There had to be a better model, so he founded a virtual brokerage. He founded us in 2009. So 2009 is where we were founded. By the first year anniversary, we were already started in 11 states. That's one of the key things that you've got to know about EXP is that we are a brokerage that is in all 50 states. We are one brokerage with one set of fees across the country. We were recognized as an innovator by Inman in 2012. We launched our first country. More on that. Crazy the way that we were growing. We started trading over the counter in 13, just 4 years into the company. In 2014, Stefan Swanepoel, who is Real Estate Realty, recognized Glenn as one of the most powerful people in real estate. That's a list that he is consistently on now. And he's consistently at the top. He's an influencer and an innovator. So in 15, and this is awesome. This is the one that gets me super excited. In 2015, EXP launched its agent equity program and the various ways that agents can earn equity. We are an agent-owned company. It's amazing and game-changing for us. So in 2017, we exceeded 6,000 agents, and the first time that we made the Glassdoor Best Place to Work list. We're making that list every year now. EXP is consistently recognized as one of the best places in the real estate industry to work. We're celebrated every single year, and that's awesome. One of the other things that we measure something called Net Promoter Score, and that's a way that agents do a survey every year and just, do we recommend the company? And this year, those results are actually up 30%. So our agent retention is actually up 30% year over year. So agents love it. They're staying and they're growing with the company. So in 2018, We joined the NASDAQ. The thing that's not on the chart, I don't know why, is my wife and I brought our team to EXP in 2018. And then in that same year, so big year for us, it was on NASDAQ. We joined, EXP officially hit and started operating in all 50 states. So in 2019, had an awesome party in Las Vegas when we celebrated our 10-year anniversary. We are now, in 2020, we were in 8 countries. We are now in 17. And so far in 2021, we are now up to 60,000 agents. 60,000 agents. We're adding almost 1,000 agents a week and growing so crazy fast. Part of the reason of that is our core values. It's important that you know who you are and where you're going. And our core values are how we get there. We're a transparent company focused on collaboration. We made some changes in terms of stability where we can continue giving our stock and awarding people for the work that they're already doing and do that in an ongoing basis and into the future. So we're super prepared for that. I'll share the rest of these or let you read the rest of these, but know that fun is a core value. So it's not just about making a ton of money. It's about having a ton of fun doing it while we're at it. So super excited about the company. So that's where we've been. Let's talk about why and who we are and our business model. So the thing about EXP is it's such an innovative company. And if you're not innovating, if you're not pushing the envelope, then you're actually losing ground and moving backwards. And we've seen that with companies like Blockbuster. Blockbuster had an opportunity. They actually had an opportunity to buy Netflix. And instead, they stuck to their guns. They stuck with brick and mortar real estate, and it went out of business. The fact that they had those offices, they had that old business model, they got eaten by Netflix, who had a more innovative cloud-based model. Circuit City is another one. Again, retail locations all over the country, legacy business model, going to market in the same way that they always had been. And Amazon comes in a cloud-based scenario with real-time, on-time delivery, and just completely changed the game. We can go on and on. Uber, great example, right? So Uber doesn't actually own the cars. The agents, right, the drivers own the cars. So they don't have a ton of brick and mortar, in this case, real estate. They don't have a ton of overhead. They just have a business model that enables people to work anywhere that they want to. Think about Airbnb and Hilton. Right, so Airbnb has a valuation that now exceeds Hilton, and Airbnb doesn't own the real estate. Hilton's got a lot of costly overhead. They have to own the assets. They have a lot of capital invested, whereas Airbnb doesn't. Right, they're earning a fee for work that's done for people that are staying anywhere, and it's an innovative business model that's scalable and generates a great return for shareholders. The thing about EXP is the agents are the shareholders. We're all agent owners. So the higher return that we can generate for shareholders, the higher return that we as agents get. EXP is an innovative business model that's figured out that we don't need brick and mortar offices to create massive businesses. We're now in 17 states. We can literally work anywhere and operate in multiple states and do that across the United States with just one set of fees. So pretty phenomenal and super exciting. So we are one brokerage, not a franchise. So I mentioned that we're in all 50 states. That means that we're not locally confined, right? So at my old brokerage, right, I was only able to work in a particular office in a particular area. And if I wanted to go establish operations in Austin or Houston, then I had to pay a separate set of splits. I had to pay office fees and had to go negotiate politically with other offices to be able to open up there. There were inconsistent incentives. Technology was announced and launched, and maybe it worked and maybe it didn't, and maybe they took several years for that technology to be able to operate up to the promise. And then there was a ton of costly overhead. Because there were so many offices, that reduced the profit. Even in companies with profit share, while they still have tons of expenses and overhead and individual office managers and compliance people and all that in the individual office that drove expenses up. Well, EXP doesn't have that. Right, so we don't have any offices. We're in a cloud campus environment. So our resources are shared across the country. Our compliance people, our brokers, right? So we've got a number of brokers in every single state. Right, in Texas now we have 7 different brokers. They're always in that cloud environment. So anytime that you need help I'm able to get that. I talk to brokers literally every week to work through our transactions. We have real-time support. We have more than 50 hours each and every week of live training. More than 50 hours each and every week. That's live. That doesn't count the stuff that we've already got recorded. That doesn't count the trainings that our brokers are doing actually in person, in area. This is just live training that's in the cloud. And the great thing about live training in the cloud is we get some of the best speakers and top producers from California and New York and Vancouver and Miami. And they're all able to teach in the cloud because they don't have to get on a plane. They don't have to be in front of you in person. They can just knock out an amazing class in 30 minutes, 45, an hour, whatever the time of the class is. They don't have to worry about 2 days of travel so they can be in front of you. EXP has powerful equity opportunities, both from revenue share and stock. We'll talk more about that in a second. So we are one brokerage, not a franchise. We don't have to worry about franchise fees and everything and all the overhead that comes along with that. And that is game changing for the EXP model and game changing for the agents that join our company. So in our cloud campus environment, there are no desk fees because there are no desks, right? You're working from your desk at home. You can work from anywhere. We don't have those brick and mortar costs. We're not paying retail office costs all the way across the country. We don't have those leases. All of our transactions are paperless. We have fantastic tools like SkySlope that help us process our transactions paperless. And you get instant access always to training and support. So we're very agent-centric. If you are agent-owned, then you are agent-centric. We're built by agents for agents. So these are the 3 C's of our model: compensation, community, and that we are cloud-based. So since we have no franchise fees, we have a generous commission structure. So we're on an 80-20 split. So with a $16K cap. Once you've paid that $16K cap, you immediately go to 100% commission. Brilliant. That 80-20 split is so much more generous than where I've been in the past because, every year that clock resets. And those first couple of deals when you're on a 70-30, a 64-36 split, those kinds of splits, well, those first couple of deals, they're taking all your money. I mean, it's super painful. On an 80-20 split, it allows you to get to your split gradually. The more you sell, the faster you can get there, and the faster that you can get to your cap and 100% commission. Community. The great thing about our company, I talked about collaboration earlier, is because we are one brokerage across the country, we're together on a regular basis. We're together in a virtual environment on a regular basis. So I've got friends, and I'm now receiving referrals from those friends in Austin and Orlando, in Chicago, in Ohio, in California. So all the way across the country, in Portland, Oregon. We've got a community, and we've got relationships that I met at conferences, that I met online, that I never would have, that I never had a chance to meet at previous siloed brokerages. And we are cloud-based, which is anytime, anywhere. So let's dive deep into that compensation model. So I talked about that 80-20 commission and cap. It's amazing. We cap at $16K. So after that cap, you do get 100% of your commissions. Wow. 100% of your commission. So number one, that cap is $5,000 less than my previous brokerage. It's at a lower split than my previous brokerage. Just absolutely amazing. Now, when you do hit that, when you join, there is a $150 startup fee that covers a variety of things, including business cards, some folders to get you started in business. It also includes that first $85 cloud brokerage fee. That cloud brokerage fee is going to provide the technology that we'll talk about here in a second that you are going to get each and every month. We do have a $25 transaction review fee and a $40 risk management fee. That risk management fee is capped at $500 as well. That just allows us to cover the costs to provide the support and coverage that you guys need. So crazy low fees, capped, just an awesome situation. So when you do hit that $16K cap and you close additional deals, when we do promote you to that 100% commission, there is a $250 per transaction fee kicks in. That just covers the brokerage. That way, they're able to provide you the support that you need and advice and expertise to help you get through each and every deal. What's super exciting about that, and I think this will come up here in a second, is if you pay that $250 fee and you close 20 deals, you actually earn and achieve something called the Icon Program Award. That Icon Program Award actually gives you back your $16,000 cap in stock. Yeah, you get $16,000 per year in stock. Officially on Monday, we'll close our 20th deal, and we'll earn our fourth Icon Award since we've joined the company. So in 3.5 years, we'll get our fourth Icon Award, which means that we have a massive amount of stock, nearly 20,000 shares of stock in the company in just 4 years. Amazing, amazing opportunity. So revenue share is a truly innovative way that EXP compensates agents for growing the company. Agents are compensated for introducing other agents, sharing something that they already love. So if you went out and bought a TV and loved it, you would share that with other people. I see it on Facebook all the time, people saying, hey, I love this, you should go buy it. Well, the same holds true at EXP. We love our brokerage and we would share it naturally, but we actually get paid to share it and have a model set up to do that. So the way that model works is when you introduce an agent to the company that ends up joining, we have an opportunity to earn 3.5% of their commission. So when they're paying in that $16,000 cap that I talk about, we have an opportunity to earn 3.5% of the commission that they're paying into EXP. That doesn't actually come out of the agent's pocket. That comes out of what EXP pays. So for every single agent that joins because of you, you've got an opportunity to earn $2,800. That's 3.5% of the deals, $2,800 per year. That resets each and every year. And that's for each and every person that joins the company. So it gets even better as you introduce somebody else to the company, as you encourage somebody, as you share the love that you got for the company with a person, they turn around and do the same. So you actually have a greater incentive to help someone that joins underneath someone that you introduce to the company. So you actually have an opportunity to earn up to 4% of that second tier compensation. And again, that happens each and every year. So that calendar resets. Just an exceptional income earning opportunity unique to EXP. So here's a little bit deeper dive on how that works. So at tier 1, you can earn up to $2,800. At tier 2, you can earn up to $3,200. Now, at tier 3, and then it goes all the way to 7 tiers. You might wonder, why does it go all the way up to 7 tiers? Well, 7 tiers actually adds up to $16,000. So it adds up to the cap that first person paid in. Absolutely phenomenal. EXP is giving back the money that is paid in to agents to incentivize agents to grow and to offer income opportunities to all of our agents. It's a way that we could build a brokerage within a brokerage. It's a creative way to build a team at the company. Super exciting. So a little more detail about how that works. 3.5% for that first tier of people. Now, at the second tier, your second level, you can earn up to 4%. Now, to do that, you have to have attracted at least 5 people to the company yourself. At least 5 people to the company yourself. And it happens on a per deal basis. So when they close their first deal, you earn 3.5% of their first deal. You actually get stock. I'll talk about that in a second for when they close their first deal as well. But pretty amazing. You're earning 3.5%. So you don't have to wait until they cap. You're actually earning it as they go. When you've attracted your 5th person, you've got an opportunity to this exponential share. You've got an opportunity to earn up to 4%. So 4% starting on their first deal all the way through to $3,200. You add 5 per level. So you to get this third tier and get 2.5% of tier 3, you need to have attracted 10 people directly. The reason for that is EXP wants to incentivize you to continue growing the company, not just attract one big recruiter. We want you to attract a wide variety, a large number of highly productive agents. This only works if people are selling real estate. It doesn't work if everybody in the company ends up being a recruiter. then we don't grow. The revenue and the profit of the company don't grow. Instead, we want you attracting highly productive agents and brokerages and teams. And that's what we see is joining the company. And that's what's been so exciting about our growth. So there are awesome equity opportunities in the company. Can you tell I'm excited about this? Awesome equity opportunities in the company. So first, if you haven't already, you should Google EXPI. EXPI is our stock ticker symbol on the NASDAQ. We do have a sustainable equity program, and there are four different ways. There are four different ways that you can earn stock at EXP. These are awards. This is not stock that you pay for. This is awards that EXP gives you for doing the things that you're already doing anyway. You're already selling real estate. So this is the way that we give you stock for doing that. So each year you earn stock for closing your first deal. You're selling real estate. You get stock, your first deal each and every year. You earn shares when you hit that 16K cap. So when you hit your cap every year, then you earn stock. Have you ever heard of a place that gives you awards for doing the same thing that you're already going to do anyway? You're already doing these things, and we're giving you stock for this. You earn shares when you sponsor. So when you introduce an agent to the company and they close their first deal, you get to celebrate with them. So they earned money, they got stock, you get stock. Pretty amazing way to celebrate with them. So the Icon Agent Award is an award that I mentioned earlier. So when you close $16,000, when you paid your 16K cap plus closing 20 deals, then you've earned that Icon Agent Award, and you've got an opportunity to you get that 16K in stock back. So from there, you do have to hit a couple of cultural requirements. Typically, those include teaching and sharing your expertise, as well as attending the events. So we have 2 events per year. We've got the EXP shareholder event, which is usually in April or May. And then we have the EXP Con, which is coming up in Las Vegas in November of this year. So super excited about that. So those are the 4 ways that you could earn stock at EXP each and every year. Well, the 5th is a way you can buy it. And if you join EXP, I highly, highly encourage you to participate in this program. You can put 5% of every closing. At the closing table, you can put 5% of every closing into stock. It's a great forced savings program because at the purchase, you're actually getting a 10% discount on the stock. Now, there's no promise that the stock is going to continue going up at the same rate that it has this last year. Right? The stock's gone from 5 to 50 in the last year. There's no promise that's going to continue in the same way that it has before. But if it never goes up at all and it just stays where it is, then you've earned 10% on your money. It's a great forced savings plan and a great way to get closer and closer to your company. So EXP, did you know nearly 30% of agents don't have healthcare? 30% of agents don't have healthcare, and one of the reasons for that is cost. A lot of brokerages say, hey, you can go out to the exchange and get your own plan. Well, in our experience, those plans weren't very good, and they were very expensive. Well, EXP has a phenomenal healthcare option that I'd encourage you to consider. We switched to it just 6 months ago, and we're super excited about it. They've got health savings programs, they've got traditional insurance if that's the route you want to go, but they've also got telemedicine options. I used the telemedicine option just this last week to get a prescription. It was awesome. It was fast and super affordable. We've been thrilled with EXP's healthcare, and it's just a great example of EXP loving its agents and wanting to provide all of the things that we need as agents to run a successful business. So that's the compensation portion. Let's talk about the cloud-based business model. So EXP, we've got EXP. That's where we get together. So we can work anywhere, anytime. We can get into the world and get support. We get training. We talk to brokers. We can go talk to the transaction team to help us understand why a particular document might not be compliant, or why why we haven't gotten our CD. This is all automated, and you can go into the world to get real-time help anytime you want to. And in my previous life, I had an office to go into, but the people that I needed to talk to may or may not be there. They may or may not be in a meeting, and there was only one person. Well, at EXP, because we're sharing resources across states and offices, right, there's always somebody available to help. You can get real-time help So we have cloud-based agent tools, and these tools are phenomenal. So EXP Enterprise is our dashboard. At any time, you can go into our dashboard, and you can see, what's your revenue share coming this next month. You can go into our SkySlope transaction management system and understand, okay, what documents have I submitted? What documents do I need left? Is there something wrong with one of the documents I submitted? We've got Workplace, which is like, it is Facebook, but for EXP only. It's our intranet. And there are thousands of groups for us to create community, for us to collaborate with each other. Everything from script practice to signs, right? So sign ideas and how do you design those, to hey, how do I generate leads? Whether it's with KV Core, our CRM and lead generation system, or maybe it's with, how do I run better Google and pay-per-click? How do I convert better? What's the best open house script that you guys know? We have live training. I mentioned 50 hours of live training every week. And then we do have an online resource guide. It's super easy to find the answers that you might be looking for. So EXP, this is the dashboard that super easy to click through and click into anything that you might need. Including Make It Rain, which is our lead generation platform. You could purchase leads and EXP will run the ads for you, right? We're all about making things as easy as possible for you. And this is just an easy click through to get what you're looking for. Transaction management is done via SkySlope, as I mentioned before. Brilliant tool. And it's a single dashboard that shows where everything is. This is Workplace. This is our CRM and lead generation platform. What's awesome about it is you get your own website. Everybody at EXP gets their own website, and that website has search capabilities on it so that when people search, or maybe you posted a particular listing in Facebook and people clicked on it, it lead captured. And you can see activity for all leads. Well, on the back end, you can actually see what homes people looked at. So you can follow up with them and said, hey, Jane, I see that you're looking at 123 Main Street. I just wanted to check in with you and see when you wanted to set up a showing. Great opportunity. More than 50 hours of live training. I think that's dated. I think we're more in the 60 to 80 hours of live training each and every week. And then this Explore guide is phenomenal. So let's talk about community. So EXP celebrates diversity, right? So EXP is all about inclusion and making sure that everybody has a place. And we all win when we have a more diverse work environment. So we have groups set up under one EXP. That's our inclusion initiative. We have the Asian Network, the Black EXP Network, EXP Latino, the LGBTQ Network, EXP Power Girls, and more. So there are so many groups to help people find their tribe and connect with folks at the company. So EXP Life is a great tool to honestly learn stories about other agents at EXP and also to share what's going on at EXP with others. EXP Life has plenty of stories, and it's a great place to learn about ways to grow business, other brokerages that have joined us, and get the latest in news. So we are in 17 countries. We're now working internationally to grow countries at a massive clip. It's pretty exciting. Here are the countries where we're in. So agent voice of the company. So we have an agent advisory council, and you might notice this handsome guy here. So that's me, and I'm serving on the agent advisory council this year. So there are 12 agents that were nominated to represent the broader agent body, and so we serve as the agent voice. Right, so people raise their hand and say, "Hey, I've got a question about this," or "Hey, I don't like the way this was handled." Just this great example, just this year, just a few weeks past, we launched EXPCon and launched ticket sales for EXPCon in November. And for a variety of reasons, the costs of the EXPCon tickets were higher this year, and the agents raised their voice. Right, the agent said, "Hey, this is not affordable. We think this is higher than it's been in the past." And you know what? The Agent Advisory Council took that to leadership, and leadership immediately fixed it. Leadership immediately made a decision. They listened to the agents, and they made a change. Pretty phenomenal. pretty phenomenal to, number one, to have access to the leaders like that, and for the leaders to be open-minded and humble enough to pivot and make a change based on agent feedback. So we do have a huge partner network. These are preferred partners, and they're preferred for a variety of reasons. Number one, agents get discounts and preferential treatment from these companies, but these are also companies that are contributing back to EXP. Right, we have relationships with them, and they contribute as they pay more revenue. They contribute more to EXP Revenue Share, and ends up delivering more revenue back to agents as well. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful. I'm Brian White. I would love to have a conversation with you about how EXP has changed our life. In just 4 short years, we're in a situation through our equity position and the stock that we've been able to earn. We're able to put all 3 of our boys through college debt free. Phenomenal. Just doing the same things that we're already done. EXP has helped us grow our business. Our business is going to be up 30% this year, and it was already a sizable top 1% of Dallas-Fort Worth business, and we're growing 30%. So EXP, because of the tools, because of the leadership, because of the model, has allowed us to grow our business, increase the profit in our business, and then add other revenue streams like revenue share and stock growth. So our wealth is building while our income is building. If you've got questions about any of this, I'm going to include a link in the comments below. Would love to chat with you more about EXP and the difference that it might make in your life. Thank you for joining. We'll talk to you soon.